Okay, so for week 10, winter 2022 anime, we're quickly wrapping up with these shows. I'm excited to kind of get the finales. And yeah, over here, just like, a cool week. Things are popping off. We got final bosses, we got battles and fights and character developments and conclusions. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. Let's get into it. Starting off with Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2, episode 11. So yeah, this episode was kind of one big battle. We see like kind of the Jaegerists fighting against like the main characters. It's kind of like Mikasa and Hange killing a lot of people. We see the two Titans, the female Titan and Reiner, the armor Titan. They're just like battling against all these Jaegerists. There's so many of them because they got like a huge army. And then it's kind of like five versus, like 200. So they got to quickly incapacitate them, kill them, distract them until they get the boat free because they have to kind of like take the ship. They're planning on like just like flying a plane, sailing right through, going to Eren and kind of killing him. So that's their plan. It's kind of like hopeful, but yeah, it's pretty hard to execute, mainly because Eren's already crushing some people. So by the time they reach him, like kind of the whole continent would be kind of destroyed. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. And yeah, this fight was like pretty sick. Honestly, like this episode we just see kind of both sides how they're like doing because we see like the main characters we see Mikasa just like slashing people left and right, and then we see like Annie stomping on people, Reiner protecting. So yeah, we see them kind of like doing their thing, like oh we're cheering for them, they're the good guys. But then we kind of feel bad because it's like Floch and his forces, they're just like dying trying to protect. They're getting swept, they're getting like killed left and right trying to protect the island. So it's like both sides are kind of right, but yeah, we see a lot of stuff happening. I guess we see Mikasa just like slashing people, so she's out here. And then they're kind of getting like weathered down though because even though they're like the OP main characters, they got to fight a huge army. So yeah, anyway, after all that happened, basically Floch sees so many people dying. He sees a train of reinforcements getting blown up. So he's like, yeah, it's all on me now. Like, so he leads it. They do a cool action scene with him just like flying through 1v5ing like literally every Titan. He's like throwing lightning spears at them. Kind of like he's trying to blow up the boat. So if he does that, his plan is successful. They can't stop Eren. Because they're like, oh, if you stop Eren, then people are going to destroy our island. So we got to commit this genocide. It's for the good of our people. So yeah, we see him cool action scene, him just like trying to accomplish his mission. We kind of feel for him. And he tries to throw a lightning spear at a boat. He almost does it, but Gabby out here sniping. She's like 4 for 4 right now in shots. She shoots him in the arm. He kind of like miss aims and shoots the lightning spear onto water and just like falls down into the water. So yeah, Floch, he did not die because he got shot in the arm, but yeah, we see him underwater, so yeah, maybe he'll return. This is probably not the last we've seen of him yet, but yeah, overall, just like everyone kind of played a part. We see Gabby shooting. Oh, we saw Falco actually turn into the Cha Titan. It was kind of cool. We see a Cart Titan helping. We see Magath actually out there also, yeah, helping out. So yeah, everyone's doing their thing. Everyone's kind of tired and exhausted, so just like chilling on the boat. Magath, the kind of like general, he's like, okay, I'm gonna stay behind because there's another boat that I gotta stop. So yeah, he stays behind, and also he gets met with Keith, who's like the drill instructor guy, and then they both kind of like suicide. So it's just like two old dudes just like talking, like trying to be friends while they blow up the boat together. So it's kind of sad. So yeah, a lot of people died. They also died, and then we see like the revolutionary forces, Mikasa and everyone. So they're gonna go through another continent. They're gonna repair the flying ship, and I guess they're gonna fly to Eren eventually. So yeah, a lot of stuff's happening. I mean, even if we have one more episode left, yeah, it's definitely not the end of the season. So final season, JK. And yeah, the episode quality's pretty good. So yeah, I'm having fun with the season and kind of excited to see where they'll finish up this next episode and then get more hype for the finale of Attack on Titan. Maybe part 3 will be actual finale. And then it might be a movie or whatever. So yeah, get hype. Also, speaking of movies, yeah, no one asked, but I saw the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie recently in theaters. It was actually so good, so hype. When I read the manga of it, it was pretty solid prequel story, but like nothing really insane happened. It was just like, oh, we met this guy's kind of like a typical main character. He got to like grow and find himself. But yeah, the movie was insane. Just like every character showed off. Just like cool fan service, more Jujutsu Kaisen. But yeah, on a few small tangent. Yeah. Besides that, let's talk about the next anime. My Dress Up Darling, episode 11, of course. More Marin, more Gojo. Nothing insane actually happened here in this episode. I'm actually kind of like thinking what happened here actually. I guess they make a new cosplay. We don't see like her leopard girl cosplay, but yeah, new cosplay from Marin. It's kind of like the succubus. So they kind of go to like a manga cafe and they kind of like talk about other manga, and then yeah, it's like, okay, there's the succubus girl. I really want to cosplay as her. So while they try to like get the details, it's like kind of like an erotic thing because it's like a succubus girl, and then yeah, she's not wearing too much, and then the manga's not really that detailed, so Gojo has to kind of like fill in the gaps of her outfit with his imagination. So it's kind of like a new skill for him, but yeah, they get another cosplay down. The thing is, they're kind of like doing it in a love hotel, which made things awkward. But yeah, besides that, yeah, Marin doesn't really notice, and then there's like dildos and stuff around the love hotel. But yeah, anyway, Marin gets the revealing succubus cosplay out here. It was kind of cute because yeah, Gojo was like alone with her in the love hotel, and then it's kind of awkward. But yeah, besides that, they take some pictures, and then after that, she kind of falls onto Gojo, and then he kind of grabs her on the bed. So it's like it's kind of awkward. They're just staring at each other for like a whole minute while nothing's happening. They just hear noises of people banging on the other rooms. So yeah, pretty revealing cosplay, but yeah, we get a new cosplay out here. The two people are kind of awkward, but then a phone call breaks the tension, and then everything kind of yeah, they just ignore everything that happened, and it's like another fan service filled episode, a new cosplay, and yeah, one more episode left to go. I wonder if their relationship they'll actually become a couple. Maybe they will, because this is a wholesome anime. They're not stringing anything along, so it's this. We know who the main girl is. We know who the main guy is, and it's just like a matter of time until they're together. Okay, so for Akebi-chan, Sailor Uniform, episode 11, cute episode. We just see Akebi. They're kind of like training for the sports festival. They're training for volleyball and a bunch of other stuff because all these girls are in like multiple sports. So yeah, the main thing is volleyball because it's a team sport and there's like a lot of people, like 6 people, so they actually have to kind of like coordinate, get some practice in. So they decide to like practice on Sunday, and they go to like an elementary school gym. And then Akebi's kind of elementary school teacher is like, "Oh, I'm so proud you found friends because you were by yourself in elementary school." And then yeah, we see like all our friends kind of like they showed up, and then they're out here supporting her, and you just see like every character just playing volleyball. So, and then we also get a second story of Kisaki because yeah, she really loves Akebi, so she wants to like actually help her out and I guess kind of work with her. So while Akebi's doing like a dance thing for her drama club, Kisaki wants to play the piano for her. She wants to play the song of Akebi's favorite idol. So yeah, Kisaki's training hard for that. I'm excited to see all these girls doing their own sports and just like competing. And I guess wrap up this anime, the Sailor Uniform anime, on a positive note. Alright, and now for Ousama Ranking, episode 22. Actually a sick episode. We saw last episode Miranjo went to hell. So damn girl. I mean, I guess she did deserve it. She sold her soul a few times. She killed some people. But yeah, we get some origin stories of her. Apparently like Bose, he wanted to be strong. And then Miranjo, like when she kind of warmed up to him, she's like, "Okay, don't worry about my dreams. We'll try to accomplish your dreams." So yeah, Bose, he kind of fought a lot of people. He was strong, but then like he was never strong enough to like defeat gods or anything. So he's like, "Oh, okay, there's like a limit to my power." And then Miranjo was like, "Okay, I can unlock your power," because she was actually friends with like this devil. When she was younger, it was like this baby devil, but he like kind of grew up to be like this evil kind of soul stealing dude. So yeah, they kind of go to him. He was friends with Miranjo, but now he's evil. But yeah, whatever. So he's the one that gives Bose power. And then yeah, we don't know how Miranjo randomly met up with this dude when they were children, but we learn not to make deals with the devil because yeah, people will die. But yeah, anyway, we go back into the present time. Miranjo is in hell, and the demon is still like over here in the overworld, trolling people, attacking them. So they kind of like team up everyone to cut off the demon's head. They kind of shoot arrows at it, knock it down, and behead the demon. So then the demon's still alive, but they have his head. So they're like, "Okay, we'll give you your head back in exchange for a wish." So there's two wishes, which is pretty sick. One was a Despa. He's like, "I wish for my brother, Oken, turn him back to normal, stop him from being immortal, and not like evil and crazy." So then that was his wish, which I thought was like pretty good, pretty like good conclusion to it. But of course, Daida comes in. He's like, "No, my wish is to save Marancho." So that was also cool. It was like a decision. It's like, damn, who do we pick? And then they do pick Marancho. So she was in hell for like a few minutes, and now she's back in the world alive. Her soul is back to normal, which is pretty sick, pretty cool. So Dada did a good thing, but then it's kind of like sad for Desha because he was like a cool dude. He just wanted to save his brother, But then his brother kind of like tells him in like in a memory, okay, you're gonna save me eventually, but other people need saving first. So yeah, I guess like everything's back to normal. They kind of like make up with the other kingdom by giving them gold. So yeah, everything is forgiven. And then the big thing is Daida. He wants to marry Miranjo. So I thought that was cute. Like that is like it's all good, even though you like kind of started the attack on his kingdom. I forgive you, and I'll be your man's. The thing is, Miranjo's like kind of like a lot older than him, and we don't know how old because she looks like in her teens, but yeah, another thing is that Mirancho's technically his like stepsister. Also, Hilling meets up with everyone, so that was cute. She hugs Daida and Boji. Because we got a premonition. I remember in like the second episode, they're like Miranjo's like, okay, I'm never gonna reunite with Daida and Boji again. But then that's like false because yeah, she met up with them. No one died. So yeah, I really love this episode. Very wholesome. They kind of wrapped up the story. There were some loose ends, like oh, this random devil, like he just like exists in the story. But yeah, it's good to get like the story of just like King Boast's whole family. It kind of just revolves around him, and yeah, all the other characters are kind of like yeah, just like cool badass fighters. This anime is called Ranking of Kings, but we literally only see like maybe 3 or 4 of them throughout the season. So like the king aspect isn't really a big deal. But yeah, maybe next episode, the finale or whatever, to like actually show something. Because we see Desha, he's like, it's all good. He's talking to the ranker dude, and he's like, I'll be number one. And apparently, if you're like the number one ranked king, you get like a wish. So yeah, I guess we'll see where that's going, because yeah, that's pretty interesting. So like, kind of hold your breath. This anime's not over yet. And now for Police in a Pod, episode 11. I really like this episode. Very cool, like kind of singular story. It was very cute, and then we see the characters kind of growing. So yeah, here we see Kawaii. She's kind of like overworked, so she goes to the napping room. Thing is, inside the napping room, she sees Fuji and Miwa, the green-haired girl. So they're also napping in the napping room. So they all kind of share the bed together. So I guess that was pretty funny, pretty cute. Thing is, Miwa, she smells like weed, so yeah, I thought that was funny, just like randomly, just like marijuana reference, but it doesn't really go anywhere. She was just like organizing it from the evidence, and they're like, yeah, that smell, bro, it smells dank. Besides that, the next part of the episode, we get like a drawing scene where Kawaii has to actually participate in the police sketching, which is very funny. Because yeah, she's not that good at drawing. So yeah, this dude, he's kind of like he saw a crime happen where this dude was kind of molesting this other girl, so he kind of stepped in and interfered. And then they're kind of like they ask him for his eyewitness account. Can you like describe the guy so we can sketch him? But then they don't have any police sketchers. They're all off duty. So it's all up to Kawaii to do it. Because Miwa was gonna do it, but then she smells like weed, so she can't like get near the guy. So they're kind of in the room, but Miwa's in the back, and Kawaii's doing the main drawing. But Kawaii's so bad at drawing, she can't like get the perspective right. She just draws everything too big, comically large. And it's really funny because like yeah, Miwa does a better drawing. But the thing is like on first glance of Kawaii's drawing, they actually like instantly kind of identify the guy. Just because Kawaii's drawing is like she draws like the main big features so they kind of stand out. So then it's not about getting it accurate, it's kind of like using it as a reference point. And then yeah, Kawaii's drawing really stands out, so people kind of know exactly who she's drawing, even though it looks like a cartoon. So it's a cool kind of episode. Kawaii kind of feels validated. She finally did something right, and then yeah, we solved the crime. So yeah, pretty decent episode. All right, enough for Rust Eater Bisco, episode 10. It was a cool episode, kind of dumb, but yeah, there's like a big fight. It's not over yet. We saw Bisco actually died last episode. So Milo's out there kind of like, representing him, bringing up the mantle. He's the next Bisco. He has like kind of his bow and arrow, so he's ready to fight. And then yeah, it's good time to fight because there's this final boss Titan coming up. He's the origin of the rusting, basically, just like this big rust Titan that like kind of emerged from the lava field. And yeah, his name is Tetsujin. So then yeah, I guess they gotta fight it, they gotta shoot it down. The thing is, it's kind of like it's pretty tough, so yeah, Milo's out there trying to fight it. We also see the jellyfish girl like also trying to help, and then maybe all the other characters will also chase after it because yeah, we reached the final boss, this big ass Rust Titan. So yeah, overall I'm excited to finish up the season. Like kind of the fights are pretty cool, the music is nice, and the characters are funny. But the thing is, yeah, a lot of the kind of like monsters are pretty dumb. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of interested on where like this anime will finish up. And like who's gonna be alive, what's gonna be the aftermath of everything, is the resting gonna be solved? So yeah, I'm looking forward to the explanations on everything. And yeah, that's it for week 10. I know it's another short anime week because yeah, a lot of the other shows, bro, it's hard to get interest in it, but yeah, I'm keeping up with a lot of them still. A lot of the sleepers, there's some Kuroitsu-san from the Monster Development Factory. There's a lot of the other isekais. Ari Furata was like, okay. Takagi-san is like, Takagi-san. It's not like that popping off. I think there was like a Valentine's Day episode this week. Also, Vanitas was like, okay. Yeah, I'm still watching. I'm still kind of excited to review them. And yeah, I guess so I'm looking forward to what we'll get in the future. Also, yeah, just like wanted to say how good Jujutsu Kaisen Zero was again. Just like, it's always very hype watching anime movies in the theater. So we definitely got Gojo's blue eyes again and just like cool, sick action and fights. And yeah, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what your favorite anime this week was.